Have you ever wondered how the Inca civilization managed to thrive in the harsh environment of the Andes Mountains with limited access to water? Get ready to discover the secret behind this extraordinary success. In today's video, we're taking you on a journey through history as we unravel the engineering wonder of the Inca Cumbemayo aqueducts in Peru. We'll delve deep into the ancient plumbing techniques used by the Inca people to channel water to their arid region. We'll also take a look at the unique features of this intricate aqueduct system and how it still stands strong after more than 500 years. Not only will you be amazed by the ingenuity of the Inca civilization, but you'll also gain a deeper appreciation for the challenges they faced and the technological innovations they developed to overcome them. The Inca Empire was one of the largest and most powerful empires in pre-Columbian America, arising from Peru and stretching over the region from present-day Colombia to Chile and Argentina. It lasted from the 13th century until the Spanish conquest in the 16th century. The Incas believed that water was a sacred resource and a gift from their gods that sustained all life on earth. They even built temples and shrines dedicated to water deities. This reverence for water, along with the dry nature of the region, constituted the main driving forces behind their incredible plumbing system. The Cumbemayo aqueducts serve as one of the most impressive examples of Inca water management. These aqueducts were built over 500 years ago, and they still stand out, up to this point, in the Andean mountains of Peru, about 12 miles southwest of the city of Cajamarca and at an elevation of approximately 3,500 meters above sea level. The construction of the Cumbemayo aqueducts is thought to have taken place around 1500 BC. They are considered a remarkable engineering feat, consisting of a series of interconnected canals and channels that run about 5 miles in length and transport water from the mountains to the dry cities and agricultural fields in the valleys below. The Incas mainly used the aqueducts to irrigate their crops and provide water for domestic use. But how did they manage to build such an elaborate hydraulic system in rugged, mountainous terrain and with no access to modern technology? The exact techniques used by the Incas to create the Cumbemayo aqueducts are not entirely known, as no written records of their construction exist. However, based on archaeological evidence and observations of the site, it is believed that the aqueducts were constructed using a combination of sophisticated stonework, careful planning, and hydraulic engineering. In fact, the aqueducts were built by chiseling through solid bedrocks using stone tools, a technique known as pecking and hammering. The Incas were able to craft narrow channels in the rock. They also applied simple stone-cutting techniques to carefully cut and shape the stone blocks used to line the channels, and then precisely fitted them together without the help of any mortar or cement. Instead, clay was used to prevent water from seeping through the porous rock. The aqueducts were constructed to follow the natural contours of the land, and the gradient was carefully calibrated to ensure that the water flowed smoothly and efficiently. The Inca engineers even used a system of pressure relief valves to ensure that the aqueducts would not overflow during heavy rainstorms. The main component of the Cumbemayo aqueduct system was a canal that captured water from a nearby spring and ran about 5 miles along the mountainside. The canal was interrupted by several tunnels that were carved into the bedrock. These tunnels were designed to allow the water to flow uninterrupted through the mountains. They also permitted the maintenance crew to access the aqueducts for repair, in addition to the main canal. The system also included a network of smaller surface channels that distributed the water to different fields and homes throughout the valleys below. To ensure a steady supply of water, several reservoirs were also created to store water during times of drought or when the water flow was low. The reservoirs are located at different altitudes and were designed to take advantage of the natural topography of the area. The aqueducts also incorporated a sophisticated filtering system that removed debris and sediment from the water before it reached the reservoirs. The construction of the Cumbemayo aqueducts required a significant amount of labor and expertise, and it is believed that the Inca used a combination of manual laborers and skilled engineers to complete the project. What makes the Inca Cumbemayo aqueducts so unique? Well, for starters, they were built without the use of mortar and cement. The Incas instead used a technique known as ashlar masonry, where they cut and shaped the stone so precisely that they fit together like puzzle pieces. The aqueducts were also designed to withstand earthquakes, a frequent occurrence in this region. The Incas achieved this by using a flexible design, with curves and angles that allow the aqueducts to bend and flex without breaking. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect of the channels is their impressive level of precision. with almost a gradient of just 0.1%, meaning that the water flows steadily and evenly through the entire system. What's more intriguing about these channels is that they maintain a consistent width of 30 centimeters and depth of 50 centimeters over their full length. Amazing, isn't it? The surfaces of the rocks are very flat and smooth, minimizing friction and allowing water to flow more easily. Another eye-catching feature is the presence of a series of zigzag patterns in certain areas of the aqueduct. A general theory postulates that this helps to slow water down, which prevents erosion of the channels and allows the water to be distributed more effectively to the surrounding agricultural fields. It is also believed that the zigzag pattern can serve as a filtration system that collects debris and sediment from the water. This unique engineering detail was achieved by building the aqueducts in a series of horizontal and vertical sections that follow the contours of the mountain. The channels were constructed with a slight incline, which helps the water flow downstream, and the corners were made round so that the water can turn smoothly without creating turbulence. As you explore this breathtaking archaeological complex, you come across a series of mysterious carvings etched into the rocks and canal walls. These petroglyphs are like nothing you have ever seen before. Intricate, finely detailed, and pulsating with an energy that seems to jump off the rock surface. You cannot but be captivated by the artistry and skills of the ancient Inca civilization, who used primitive tools to create such a masterpiece. The petroglyphs depict a rich tapestry of geometric shapes, animals, humans, and abstract patterns, each one imbued with its own unique symbolism and meaning. As you take a closer look at the petroglyphs, you can't help but feel a sense of wonder and awe. How did they create such intricate designs using nothing but stone tools? What secrets and mysteries do these carvings hold? Many of these petroglyphs are thought to have had religious or symbolic significance. The snake and lizard images, for example, may have been associated with water, which was a vital resource in the arid region where the Cumbemayo aqueducts were built. The zigzag lines may have symbolized the flow of energy and life force. Today, the petroglyphs at Cumbemayo are not just beautiful works of art, but also a window into the rich and complex culture of the ancient Inca civilization, as well as a glimpse into their beliefs and artistic traditions. While the Cumbemayo aqueducts are not currently in use for their original purpose, some portions of the system still function today and are maintained as a cultural heritage site in Peru that attracts thousands of tourists from all over the world. Visitors can still witness the impressive stonework and unique engineering feats of the aqueducts. They can also see small irrigation channels used by local farmers. Although some parts of the aqueducts have been damaged or destroyed over time, many sections remain intact and continue to function as they did hundreds of years ago. As we come to the end of our journey exploring the incredible Inca Cumbemayo aqueducts, it is clear that this ancient engineering marvel is truly awe-inspiring. The ingenuity, skill, and insight of the Inca people never cease to amaze us, and the Cumbemayo aqueducts are no exception. From the intricate network of channels that precisely snake their way across the rugged landscape, to the stunningly carved rock formations that mark the aqueduct's path, and finally to the mind-blowing petroglyphs etched on the canal walls, every single aspect of this captivating archaeological site speaks to the Incas' remarkable creativity and mastery of their environment. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for joining us on our journey to Cumbemayo and see you in the next one.